band name. There's one morning Ross woke up in the back of a van in the middle of nowhere, and we just thought, wow, what a low point.
So I've known Bryn for a long time. Big bass boy. I've known him for a long time. We weren't really that close in school though. But I've been in a few bands before, and I was in this band, and he mentioned that he played bass, and we had a few practices that didn't go overly well. But we were that band I was in then split up, and then we were looking for a drummer.
We couldn't find any good ones, so we posted on Facebook, and then he got told about me, and he came and spoke to me, so I joined as well. And
Keir's only been in the band for how long, man?
About 6 months, since September.
Yeah. 6 months or something. I've known Keir just from his previous band, the Cliftons.
It was definitely quite a weird change coming from one band to another, because I never done it before where there's already a pre-established band and I'm the new guy coming in, because it's always kind of with my last band there was always at least a couple of them I've been playing with for years. So when I came in and stuff, it didn't really take too long to sort of kind of get used to it all. But it was definitely a nice wee change.
So you walk in, set up your instruments. Ross fucks around on the drums, smashes it for a few hours maybe. Try and get something done. Doesn't usually work. We usually just run through songs that we already have just to get warmed up. If there's any new ideas, new songs, we'll try and work those out and just roll out the kinks.
We've got a gig or whatever. We tend to get our set list out, and we run through the set and talk about what we want out of the set. And if there's some new tunes that we're working on,
we usually set aside a lot of time for that.
Yeah, we usually. If I've got a song idea or a new tune on the go, Keir and Bryn have usually already heard it, and Ross has heard it, and I usually have a pretty good idea about what I want for the drums. But it's just kind of me and Ross we work in a tandem on the drum, the whole drum writing thing.
Yeah, just have fun with it. It's the most important thing, definitely. But do try and work to refine the songs and make sure they're good for playing at gigs.
I've been thinking a lot about
I go through phases of writing a lot, and then I go through phases of not writing at all. I think that's just to do with what we're doing in the band. If we're working a lot in the band or whatever, we've got a big gig coming up, I'll try and just practice the set as much as I can. But if I've got a quiet period, I'll tend to just write almost every day, and it's a good way of just kind of getting whatever I want to out. It's, as I said before, a lot of it's not conscious. A lot of it is kind of comes out. It's hard because sometimes the chords come, or I've got a riff or whatever, I'll send Keir a riff, and then sometimes it's very stripped down and I'll write a song acoustically, and then from that the band will kind of evolve.
Yeah, builds up on top.
Mm-hmm. But it's different every time. Lyrics are a big thing, which is, I don't think it will show in our single, but they take quite a lot of time on the lyrics. But I don't know how I write the lyrics, to be honest. It just kind of comes. I've been doing it for a long time. Probably been writing songs for 5 years now, something like that, 5-6 years. So
it definitely seems to be the standpoint of you're sort of singing a message to someone.
Yeah, it tends to be quite personal.
Yeah, she's been thinking all that.
It's upbeat and it grabs your attention. It's quite explosive, maybe. It really sort of drags people in. It's energetic. Just one of the ones that had the best reception, so we just thought if people like it, then maybe it is the best song that we have.
It's just catchy, and it's just kind of fast, and you can dance to it, man.
It's definitely what you need out of a lead single like that.
Yeah, definitely. I think lyrically it's not it's not amazing lyrics or anything, but musically I think it's got quite a cool structure, and
there's a lot of stuff going on in it as well.
Yeah, I really like the drums in it as well. They're really very dancey.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those songs that you sort of smile when you listen to it. I find it's catchy, It's a good song.
The whole like experience of like going down, like, you know, like traveling like out like your city and stuff like that, and going into like this like the studio that we were in, it was definitely quite exciting. And then like you're hearing it like come together, and it like, you know, it sounds like good even when it's like not even been like produced like at all. But it's just really good quality kit that we're working with. Like, I suppose like overall like influence wise, it's kind of like definitely like Johnny Marr from the Smiths and John Frusciante from the Chili Peppers, just from like a sort of like songwriting standpoint, and like playing wise, like playing like with a band and stuff.
I guess there's always an influence in any band. Like, you're always going to be influenced by someone. Like, depending if it's your playing style or your writing style or anything like that, there's always going to be influences, because there's been so many songs produced before your band. But as long as it's sort of original stuff you're doing, I don't know. That's good.
I think you can't pinpoint one single band's influence, because there is 4 members and each member is influenced by something different. So when it comes together, it's a collage of different influences, and so there's not one defining influence.
There's definitely a lot of contrast like within the band, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, like lyrically, Alex Turner's a big influence of mine, and Conor Oberst as well, from Bright Eyes.
I think it is just experience and looking at what we had a year ago and comparing that to now. It's just maturing, and we're working out what works, what doesn't work, and what things can be improved upon, and just pushing it forward, and just, you know, don't get stuck with what you were doing, trying to push new aspects of it and see which work well, and then just keep working on those until you've got a more refined product overall.
We've all kind of matured together, or at least me, Bryn and Ross have, and then I think Keir coming into the band had kind of just progressed us massively, honestly. Not to make his head any bigger than it already is, but
I've got the biggest head.
but like, I just think the songs weren't as developed as much as they are now. We didn't spend as much time on sections of songs and on our own individual parts as we do now.
Our songs sound a lot more sort of mature and professional, so I think right now we're at a much better place than we were a year ago, and within a year we'll be in an even better place. I think it's just going to keep getting better as we go along.
I'd say there's definitely some really good stuff coming out of Aberdeen, like just now, like the 101 Little Kicks and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's getting there.
A lot of really good stuff like locally as well. It's like a really diverse scene.
It's just nothing's really broken into mainstream yet.
Yeah.
But
I mean, for other cities like Central Belt and stuff like that, it is like a lot better for like other opportunities.
I'd say we would probably look to move as the band grows, man. But
definitely, yeah.
I'd say we're just the goal is to put Aberdeen on the map, you know.
Yeah. Just kind of like grafting it away, yeah, like here in Aberdeen until like we get to like a later stage, and then maybe like move outwards.
First Aberdeen, tomorrow the world. It was cool. There's a lot of like really good bands in that category. So I was I never really thought we'd really be in for a chance, to be honest. But we won it, so that was cool. It shows something, I guess. Shows that people like us. So.
It was for best newcomer. We've only been around for a year, so yeah, it's great. Like, we didn't really know what it was going to be like when you start, when you're just playing in a practice room at your school. I think people do underestimate you when you come in and you're younger and they see that you're younger. Just take it as a lack of experience and you know, a lack of skill maybe, but then you get on the stage and hopefully you can prove them wrong, and I think we've done that by, you know, in this year, by winning the award. I think we've done a good job of proving them wrong.
It's amazing like seeing the support that like came from it, and like being told that like we're like in like a steady lead for the votes and stuff like that.
Yeah, like, because there's like all the bands are good, you know what I mean, they're all good bands.
Definitely.
And,
it was stiff competition.
It was ace that we actually managed to win, and it shows that you've got quite a sort of active people who are into your band, so it's nice to know that as well, and it's quite exciting to have won something and we've only been around for a year or so.
The most important thing for us is just to have a good time and to play well the songs we want to play, and play them to the best we can, and if people want to like listen to it, then that's cool. But as long as we're having a good time, then you can't complain really. As long as we're getting on with each other, it's all good.
I would definitely say, yeah, like I think if we all get on, it kind of like lets everything else happen after it. I think that's like definitely the root of it. It's like having like, you know, 4 people in like one room, being able to like all like, you know, like not rip each other apart. It's definitely quite an important part of it.
Yeah. We struggle sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're all mates really.
What's the point if you're not having fun with it? Then why are you doing it? It's all our, isn't it? It's like we enjoy music and it's our passion. So yeah, we just want to have fun with it, and if something good comes from it, then that's perfect.
By next year, I will have my head together.
We're looking at a second single, but we don't really want to set any goals in stone, because then there is pressure to achieve them, and sometimes pressure is not the best thing. You do want to kind of relax a bit and not take it all too seriously and just sort of go with the flow, because you can never predict what's going to happen. You never know for sure who's going to pop up, so it's always just about taking it as it comes and keep going forward.
Yeah, as long as you're getting gigs and stuff, it's always going to be a good time being in a band, so it doesn't really matter about rushing into anything, especially since we're all still quite young for being in a band.
We're really eager for a single to come out, and we're just going to keep pushing it, man. We can see the band's growing, and we're just having a good time.
We're just kind of like, yeah, like just kind of like keeping like our heads like in the now and looking at sort of like the smaller steps like forwards, and they kind of like add up over time.
Right now we're just focused on doing everything we need to do for this single, and then
it's just kind of like, yeah, breaking it down, seeing what needs done, what has been done.
Yep. But
after that,
to
definitely
be continued. Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Definitely second single.
Can't predict that, but we're gonna be playing festivals and stuff. Hopefully we start playing festivals this year.
Hopefully.
And we've got a few small ones lined up, but yeah, just keep pushing, keep growing, keep having a good time, keep writing bangers.
Just keep on trucking.
Get up, get up, get up.